Have you ever noticed that often we try to eat healthy, but we still feel tired, exhausted, with a bloated belly, constipated, like our gut just doesn't work right, and it feels like our body just isn't responding anymore? It's frustrating because it seems like nothing works. And do you know what I hear most from my patients? Doctor, I eat properly, I eat well, I just don't understand what's wrong. And almost always the answer lies in those foods that seem healthy, but are actually silently inflaming your body because of a lack of knowledge. My name is Luciana Lavigne. I am a doctor. I have a postgraduate degree in functional integrative medicine, in functional gastroenterology and metabolomics. And now you will understand how you can really remove certain foods from your life and start changing your health. So today I want to show you the 5 most common foods and what you can do to really start reducing inflammation. Reducing inflammation means precisely decreasing that chronic inflammation that makes people sick. First food, industrialized whole wheat bread. It seems harmless because it's whole grain, but when we read the label, we find a huge list of ingredients that are anything but natural. Ultra-processed flours. Do you think it's made only with wheat flour? No, it's made with flour improvers. Hidden sugars, the gluten is modified, packed with preservatives. Your body simply doesn't even recognize it as food. They irritate your gut, raise your blood sugar, and trigger insulin, which is exactly the fat storage hormone in your body. Do you know what the result of that is? You feel hungrier, more tired, and it's harder to lose weight. So if you love bread, that's okay. But you shouldn't eat it all the time, and you should choose more artisanal options with natural fermentation and no chemical additives. And of course, the best option is gluten-free bread. And even gluten-free bread isn't harmless, okay? You have to read the ingredient list. And remember that bread is a carbohydrate, so it needs to be eaten at the right time. The second food is fit yogurt or sugar-free yogurt. This is one of the biggest mistakes. The industry puts healthy sounding words on the packaging, but what's inside is a cocktail of sweeteners, flavorings, and thickeners. So what do? They end up destroying your gut flora. And the gut is the center of your health. So when your gut is inflamed, your hormones get out of balance and your immunity drops. Your mood swings, your anxiety increases, and you don't know why all this is happening. What are you feeding your body with? It's the gut that produces a good part of serotonin, which is the well-being hormone. So when the gut is inflamed and out of balance, the mind also suffers. There is a gut-brain connection. So choose whole natural yogurt without sweeteners or artificial flavors. If you want to make it tastier, you can add fresh fruit or a touch of pure honey. The third villain is protein and cereal bars. They seem convenient, but they're actually just candy in disguise. They contain corn syrup, inverted sugar, hydrogenated vegetable fat, and sweeteners that inflame the liver. So folks, you need to learn. If there are more than 5 ingredients in there, it's ultra-processed. The liver is the organ responsible for balancing your hormones and burning fat. So when it's overloaded, your metabolism stalls. You might think you're making a great choice because it's packed with protein, but in reality, you're sabotaging your results. Do you want convenience? Always carry a handful of nuts, a boiled egg, 2 boiled eggs, or even a small piece of 70% chocolate to go with your protein. Take it with you. What your body understands is simplicity, not complexity. 1,000 ingredients in one food item. The fourth food is regular cow's milk and its derivatives. I mentioned yogurt. Some people can't live without it, but it's not the best option. So cow's milk is one of the top causes of symptoms that no one notices. Today's milk contains a protein called casein-1, which causes microlesions in the intestinal wall, increasing intestinal permeability and triggering the immune system. Do you know what the result of that is? Chronic inflammation, bloating, acne, more intense PMS, gas, and even brain fog. And it's no use choosing skim milk, it's even more processed. If you really like milk and can't live without it, at least look for more natural versions, but the best is plant-based plant milk, which is excellent, right? The fifth villain is refined vegetable oils. Soy, corn, canola, sunflower, none of them are any good. They're the real silent enemies. They're rich in omega-6, so you're consuming omega-6 in excess. And when this imbalance gets too big, your body goes into a state of constant inflammation. These oils are used because they're cheap, because they last longer. But inside you, they will oxidize your cells and disrupt energy production. So what should you use? You should switch to extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado oil. Pork lard is even better because it's a natural fat. So these are good fats you have here which nourish your cells and help balance your hormones. Now, maybe you're asking yourself, but doctor, if these foods are so common, why are they so bad for us? The body was made to recognize real food. When we put ultra-processed substances with chemical additives and artificial molecules into the body, it doesn't even recognize them. It reacts with chronic inflammation. And this chronic inflammation is often silent. With more symptoms, people don't connect them to their diet. People don't associate low energy, that messed up sleep, unstable mood, or a slowed metabolism with what they're eating. I usually say that reducing inflammation is exactly about freeing the body from the battle it's fighting every day without the person even realizing it. It's about reducing that chronic inflammation the body gets into. How? By removing the cause of the inflammation. You'll see how quickly the body responds. Swelling goes down, digestion improves, and your gut will start to work properly. So, real food. So, proper eating habits, a consistent routine, set meal times, and balanced sleep. Your body will stop fighting against you and start working in your favor. This process of reducing inflammation, of decreasing chronic inflammation, will change how you feel and how you think. You wake up with more energy, sleep better, and feel less anxious. You start to gain clarity about what truly does you good. Because health isn't about restriction. It's about being aware, about having the right diet as part of a routine. Do you understand the effect that food has inside your body? That's when it happens. That's when you gain the power to choose. It's liberating. Nutrition is the first step, but it connects with everything else. With your routine, with sleep, with the right supplements, with mental health. All of that is part of the same system. That's where the pillars I use to balance the body are supported. Forget about trying to solve an isolated symptom without looking at the whole body. Our body is integrated. It needs nutrients, proper sleep, movement, and mental health too. Mental health depends on all these pillars I mentioned. Everything starts with what you put on your plate and at what time you eat it. Starting today, begin to pay attention to these foods. Remove them one at a time. Feel the difference and watch your body respond. Swap industrialized bread for a natural version, preferably gluten-free. Remove yogurt from your life. And protein bars, forget about them. Replace cow's milk with plant-based milk. Forget about those unhealthy oils. Switch to good fats, real fats, and start noticing the change in your life. And if you want a complete step-by-step guide to really start putting things into practice with the right diet, the right routine, proper supplementation, with information programs and specific meal plans, click this link to join my platform. My program was created precisely for you who are out there alone trying to get your life in order. Starting with the right diet, a proper routine, balancing your sleep, and supplementing the right way. With this step-by-step, you will be the one to rebalance your body, rebalance your metabolic foundation, rebalance your gut, and restore your well-being in a natural way. The link to my platform is here in the video description, and I'll be waiting for you there to take this step with me. You can leave your questions on the platform and I'll answer all of them. I'm there with you.